guys, this is Riya Deshwal and you are back on my channel Crux of English, and today we're going to continue talking about Chaucer. I have already talked about Canterbury Tales in the previous video, and today I'm going to talk about all the other important works that were written by Chaucer. So let's start. I am not going to talk about all these works in details because they are not very important according to net point of view or your graduation, but I am giving you a brief introduction of all these works, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about their storyline so that you have a brief idea of what these works were, and I am also going to tell you all the important points that you need to remember about these works. So the first one we're going to talk about is Romaunt of the Rose. So first thing that you need to remember is that it is a translation from a French work called Roman de la Rose. Second thing you need to remember is that it is an allegorical love poem. The third thing that I am telling you is a brief storyline of what this work is about. So there is the narrator who is trying to win the love of his beloved, and his beloved is in the form of a rose, and this narrator is talking to the god of love about winning his beloved's love. So that is all about Romaunt of the Rose. The next we're going to talk about is Book of Duchess. So this work is also known as Dream of Chaucer. You have to remember this, that the spelling of dream here is with an E, and there are a few spellings in Chaucer that you find would be different. So you need to remember this, especially for the titles, because you would get confused if the spelling is different in your paper. So the next thing that you need to remember is that Chaucer wrote this work, and it is a dream poem, and he wrote this work about death of Blanche. Blanche was the Duchess of Lancaster, and she was the wife of John the Gaunt. John the Gaunt was Chaucer's friend. So this is all you need to remember about these two works. Next one, what we're going to talk about now is House of Fame. So first thing that you need to remember about this work is that it starts with Virgil's Aeneid, and second thing you need to remember is it is also a dream poem. Now let me tell you what actually happens in this poem. So there is a dreamer, and he is dreaming that there is an eagle who takes him away to a place between heaven and earth, and this place is called House of Fame. So in this House of Fame, what Chaucer did is actually present fame as a figure, and he satirizes this figure. The next thing that happens is that eagle now takes that man to another house, which is called House of Gossip, and all these gossips that are lies are actually coming down to the earth, and everyone can hear them, but they believe them to be true. Another thing that you need to remember is that in House of Fame, Chaucer actually comes across a lot of bards of the ancient times. The next one that we're going to talk about is Parliament of Fowls. So first thing, let me tell you what actually happens in this poem. So fowls are actually birds. So there are a lot of birds that are gathered together on the day before Saint Valentine's Day, which is now known as Valentine's Day. So they are all gathered together because now they are going to choose their partners for the next year. Now what you need to remember in this work is that it talks about feelings of art and love. The second thing you need to remember is there is the influence of Dante and Boccaccio. Dante and Boccaccio's influence can be seen in a lot of works of Chaucer, because I've already talked about this, that he went to a lot of diplomatic missions to Italy, and he has come across these works by these Italian writers, and he actually admires them a lot. The third thing that you need to remember is that this poem was actually written for the marriage of Edward II and Anne Boleyn. That's it. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is Troilus and Cressida. So what you have to remember is that this work was written in rhyme royal and it is about courtly love. This work was dedicated to John Gower. John Gower was one of Chaucer's contemporaries. I am going to talk about him in the next video. Now, what you have to remember is that Cressida was the first post-classical European heroine that was created, and she was created by Chaucer. Another thing that is interesting is that this plot is actually taken from Homer, and another thing that is interesting is that Shakespeare also writes a play with the same name. Now, let's move on to the next one. So the next one he wrote was Legend of Good Women. It is an unfinished dream poem, and in this work he actually talks about 10 different women in 9 sections, and he talks about virtues of women. So what happened was, in Troilus and Cressida, Chaucer actually talked about Cressida as an unfaithful woman because she actually ends up with Diomed, but later, because he was feeling guilty, he actually wrote Legend of Good Women in retraction of what he was saying in the previous one, because in this work he actually talks about virtues of women. So when a writer actually retracts what he has said in the previous work, it's called palinode. You should remember this and write this down. Another thing that you should remember is with the inspiration of Legend of Good Women, Tennyson wrote A Dream of Good Women. Now, these were all the important works of Chaucer other than Canterbury Tales. If you want to study Canterbury Tales, I would suggest you to go to the previous video and see the video of Canterbury Tales. So that was it. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel Crux of English for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching.